Our planet Earth is a treasure trove of life, teeming with an astonishing array of creatures big and small. From the tiniest bacteria to the majestic blue whale, life comes in countless forms and sizes. Scientists estimate millions of species on Earth, many still undiscovered. Each species has unique characteristics and behaviors fitting into the ecosystem, but how do we make sense of it all? This is where biological classification comes in. It's like creating a giant family tree for all life, showing relationships and fitting into the grand scheme. So, let's dive in and unravel the mysteries of biological classification together. Imagine a massive library with millions of unorganized books scattered all over the place without any order. Finding a specific book in such chaos would be like searching for a needle in a haystack, an almost impossible task. Biological classification is like organizing that library, making it easier to find, study, and understand different living things. It brings structure and order to the vast diversity of life. By grouping similar organisms, we can identify patterns and relationships, gaining insights into how life has evolved and how different species are interconnected. Classification helps us communicate effectively about species using a standardized system of scientific names which avoids confusion and ensures clarity. This universal language allows researchers from different parts of the world to share information and collaborate more efficiently. Moreover, classification is crucial for conservation efforts, helping us assess biodiversity and identify species that are at risk of extinction, ensuring they receive the attention they need. This knowledge helps prioritize conservation efforts, directing resources to protect vulnerable ecosystems and maintain biodiversity. It also aids in discovering new species by comparing newly found organisms to known classifications, expanding our understanding of life on Earth. Classification brings order to the chaos of biodiversity, making it easier to study, understand, and protect the incredible variety of life on our planet. The story of biological classification spans centuries, reflecting humanity's enduring curiosity about the natural world and its myriad forms of life. The scientific approach to classification began in the 18th century with Carl Linnaeus, often referred to as the father of taxonomy. Linnaeus developed a systematic method of naming and classifying organisms, introducing the concept of binomial nomenclature, which is still in use today. For example, humans are classified as Homo sapiens. Homo represents the genus and sapiens denotes the species. Linnaeus's system provided a standardized and universal way to name and categorize all living things, making scientific communication more precise. As scientific knowledge advanced, particularly with Charles Darwin's groundbreaking theory of evolution, classification systems evolved to reflect these new understandings of evolutionary relationships. This led to the development of phylogenetic classification, which groups organisms based on their evolutionary history and genetic connections. Today, DNA sequencing and other advanced technologies continually refine and improve our classification system, making it more accurate. This ongoing journey illustrates how our comprehension of life's incredible diversity has evolved and continues to grow over time. At the top of the classification hierarchy is the domain. Initially, scientists recognized two domains, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In 1977, Carl Woeser's genetic analysis revealed a third domain, leading to the three-domain system, bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Bacteria includes familiar bacterial species. Archaea are single-celled organisms with different genetics, and eukarya includes all organisms with a nucleus. This discovery revolutionized our understanding of life's diversity and evolution. The three domains show that the tree of life has three main branches, each with its own story. This fundamental classification helps us understand the vast diversity of life on Earth. Moving down the classification hierarchy, we come to the kingdoms. Today, most scientists recognize 6 kingdoms within the 3 domains. In bacteria, we have the kingdom Eubacteria. In Archaea, we have the kingdom Archaebacteria. In Eukarya, we have Protista, fungi, plantae, and Animalia. Protista includes diverse single-celled organisms. Fungi includes mushrooms and molds. Plantae includes all plants, and Animalia includes all animals. Each kingdom groups organisms with fundamental similarities. This classification helps us understand the major realms of life. The kingdoms showcase the incredible diversity and complexity of life forms. As we continue down the classification hierarchy, we come to the phylum and class levels. Phyla group animals with fundamental similarities in body structure. For example, Chordata includes animals with a spinal cord, and Arthropoda includes jointed-legged animals. Within each phylum, classes further refine the groupings. In Chordata, we have classes like Mammalia, Aves, Reptilia, and Amphibia. Each class shares certain characteristics, like mammals having hair and producing milk. In plants, phyla are called divisions, grouping plants, based on characteristics like seed leaves or vascular tissue. This system helps us understand major evolutionary innovations and relationships. Phyla and classes reveal the diversity and complexity of life forms. As we delve deeper, we encounter the order and family levels. Orders group related families of organisms. For example, in Mammalia, we have orders like primates, carnivora, and cetacea. Families group even more closely related organisms. In Carnivora, we have families like Felidae, cats, Canidae, dogs, and Ursidae, bears. These levels help us understand evolutionary relationships and ecological roles. Organisms within the same order or family often occupy similar ecological niches. Studying these shared characteristics reveals how different groups evolved and adapted. Orders and families narrow down the tree of life, showing specific evolutionary adaptations. At the final rungs of the classification ladder, we arrive at the genus and species levels, the most specific categories in the hierarchy of biological classification. The genus groups closely related species, often sharing a recent common ancestor, which helps scientists understand evolutionary relationships. The species level identifies a distinct type of organism that can interbreed and produce fertile offspring, ensuring the continuation of genetic traits. The genus and species together form the scientific name, known as binomial nomenclature, a universal language for scientists. For example, humans are Homo sapiens. Homo is the genus and sapiens is the species, clearly identifying our place in the natural world. This system provides a standardized way to refer to specific organisms, facilitating global communication and research. In the cat family, we have the genus Panthera, including lions, tigers, and jaguars, each with unique adaptations. The species level identifies unique traits that set one type of organism apart, such as physical characteristics and behaviors. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for biodiversity conservation, helping to protect the delicate balance of ecosystems. Now that we've explored all the levels of classification, let's see how they fit together. Classifying a living thing involves working through each level from domain to species. Let's take the domestic dog as an example. It's a eukaryote, domain Eukarya, an animal, kingdom Animalia, and has a backbone, phylum Chordata. It's a mammal, class Mammalia, and a carnivore, order Carnivora. Within Carnivora, it belongs to the dog family, family Canidae, and the genus Canis. Finally, we arrive at the species level, Canis lupus familiaris. This scientific name tells us that domestic dogs are a subspecies of the grey wolf. Classification helps us understand an organism's place in the tree of life.